Happy Thursday, March 30, 2023. Welcome to Daily Stock Market Update. Starting with MES chart SPY. This is my updated levels here. You can see nothing changed. We are moving higher as I predicted a couple of weeks ago. And we found support here. You can see cycle bottom is here. Sometime in mid-March, we got the bottom and now we are moving higher. Now you can see within this bigger cycle, these blue cycles, there's another two cycle here, okay? So you can see sometime, let's say in the middle, like early May, end of April is when we should be topping out. Okay, so I am expecting this bounce on MES right now. If I zoom in a bit, I'm expecting this bounce to go in this sell zone. This is between 41.31 and 42.90. So we're very close to that, and I think it's going to keep moving higher. And this is where I will be looking to sell, and I will show you levels on SPY. There are a few gaps to fill. Those are my targets to fill, and then we'll exit basically sometime in April. I'll be looking to exit, and then we'll wait for this dip in May to June to buy again. Okay. Also, there is a significant risk here in October again, and then that's another round. So they will have. So basically, what I'm looking for, a pump from here. Okay, last couple of weeks, from now until mid of April, a pump, top out, will sell, then dump again into May and June. We'll buy again here, then again a pump, and then eventually significant risk here. So we basically will get rid of that position over there. Okay, so that's my overall idea. If I show you on Thinkorswim chart, we are reaching very close to this sell zone. So I updated, so you can see this purple line and gray dashed line. This is my area to sell, and my bottom area is to buy. So as soon as we go in this area, I will be looking to take profits and exit long positions. All right, so we're almost there. Also, this is another chart which is basically Nasdaq. Sorry, I got the wrong one. Okay, so this is Nasdaq. If I maximize it, we are also getting very close to this top purple line, which is our sell zone, which is between 13,833 and 13,257. So very getting close to very top of this basically run. All right. Okay. Now going back here to MES MNQ chart, I will show you the same levels. I updated this here. Here you can see we are approaching sell zone. We're very close to this top. One thing to note, there is divergence on PPO and RSI. So a lot of technical traders who look into divergence, they will be they will be looking to short. And that's one of the reasons this market keeps going higher, because these divergence can burn through. The higher we go, it's possible these divergence can burn through. So only relying on this indicator is not always a great idea. You can see there's divergence on RSI and PPO, but if this market keeps going higher, this divergence will eventually burn out. Okay, so this will keep, you can see also PPO, this green line is pointing up. Divergence is not confirmed. For it to confirm divergence, we want to see a dip here and then this rolling over between green and red lines, like what happened here. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Okay, now going to SPY. I want to show you my targets on SPY. Basically same as MES chart. SPY is the ETF we use to trade MES chart. So you can see I'm looking for top. Their gap fills around 408, 408. Then 421 and 427. 427 is my final target. And today what happened, if I go to 1 hour chart, we opened on a gap up, and I don't think we filled the gap. We came very close to it. It was like very minor, small little gap left. Maybe we could take that as a gap fill, but I'll just leave it here. One thing which bothers me is this big gap here around 395. Let me go back to daily chart. I think this gap will eventually be filled. So what can possible happen is this, okay, like exactly how I'm showing. We could pump higher from here, fill all these gaps. We broke this trend line yesterday. You can see we had a breakout. I told you guys we had a breakout bullish move, and I told you guys today it has to close above 400 SPY. Okay, and it managed to close over that. This is a really bullish move on SPY. Okay, so market is in a full bull cycle right now. All right, so I think we will pump higher from here. We'll keep going higher, and then once we are here, that's my initial, like sometime late April, we'll exit, and then this gap will eventually be filled. Okay, so I'll be buying here sometime in next cycle, like I showed you initially on MES chart. All right, VIX VIX lower again, bouncing back and forth. It had to fill this gap. Okay, this gap was created yesterday, it filled it, so now it's all good, no gaps are up, and we will just keep going higher. When we are here around 18 zone, that will be the area to buy VIX, UVXY, any ETFs which trade VIX, or maybe you can buy VIX calls. but again, sometime in April, mid-April, we'll be looking to buy that. Triple Qs, my targets are here, basically 328 to 322. Also, it's making a flag. If I actually, I showed you in my one of my short videos, this can also act like a flag. So if I quickly draw a trend line, okay, from here to here, okay, and then if I move this trend line to here, okay, you can see it's still going above my target, so that's possible, but I will not be waiting to take profits here. I will be looking to exit as soon as we fill this gap over here. If I go on daily chart, I will show you there's a gap here, there's a gap here, and there's also an hourly gap here around 329. That's my target to take profits. All right, okay, so that's triple Q. And let's keep going. US 30 Dow Jones, basically, yeah, we had a breakout yesterday, keep going higher. Also this support trend line, this trend line, we undercut it. It was a bear trap for many days, many weeks, couple of weeks, and then now we are pumping higher. All right, so nothing changed. Looking for upside targets. US 2000 was down a bit and then it closed pretty flat. This is IWM small caps. I will maybe update it later on because IWM is so weak. I don't think it's going to go to new highs. It's going to probably top out when SPY tops out. So I'm expecting something like this. Maybe break out, fake out by mid-April, late April, and then come back again. All right, make a new low. That will be good area to buy. So maybe once I get a time, I will show you on cycle study how it looks like. But there's still risk on SPY. Oh, sorry, IWM. Oil sector, crude oil. Again, it's in a resistance zone. Okay, if I go to daily chart, I want to show you it's trying to break out. Okay, it could be a fake out, but this whole zone is this whole zone which I marked here, it's a big resistance zone. Okay, until oil closes above this red SMA 50 SMA line, I won't be bullish. Okay, so my targets are still, I'm looking for a new low. If this is weekly chart, I'm looking for new low around uh, sometime early June. Okay, mid of May to early June. All right, and also I would like to show you, if I go to daily chart, uh, this one is not getting synced with the cycles here. So you can see overall I'm looking for a decline here. So basically uh, sometimes these minor cycles are kind of out of sync, but I could expect a decline now anytime. Like this could be the top and should be rolling over here. All right, if this change, if it breaks out, then it means we are now going through this second minor cycle. Okay, but the significant risk is still here, and I'm still expecting 60s to basically buy oil. It's good time to short, in my opinion. You can do what's best for you. Natural gas again going down, made a new low today. Let's quickly see, did we make a new low today on natural gas? Let's see. Yeah, we did make a new low. You can see here, but you can see what's happening on RSI. RSI is still higher. There's divergence on RSI and PPO. I will show you here what I'm just trying to say. You can see PPO is still higher, and then RSI is still higher. All right, so that's a divergence on. Sorry, this RSI is not acting. So you can see. Oops, arrow in the other way. But anyhow, this is how it's still making a divergence on basically RSI and PPO. Now, this is my path. So it's going to be a long accumulation process until summer this year. Okay, so, and there are minor cycles in between. So expect any, so now it's below previous high, previous lows. So this is an accumulation zone, all right? If you really want to trade, you need to draw a trend line like this. You can draw a trend line like this, okay, on a daily chart and wait for a break of this trend line, okay? Wait for a break of this trend line to be bullish. Okay, when this happens, you can buy on a breakout. But again, it's going to be a long accumulation phase. You can buy UNG, and you can see we are coming close to the bottom of this cycle. Okay, and that will be a good time to buy here. And then there'll be some pop, then again come back. This is a real risk zone here. So it's going to be like an accumulation zone for a couple of months. So just be mindful of that. So do not buy any leverage ETF like BOIL or cold. Cold is still okay. It's not, I don't think we want to short here. BOIL, you don't want to accumulate because if you hold it for a long time, there will be a lot of decay. Okay, so you want to be mindful of that. So only buy UNG. Crypto I will cover very soon. Dollar, if I go to weekly chart, you can see I added some cycles here. All right, so now it looks like it's going to a significant risk around June July timeframe, so it's selling down. All right, so I'm expecting more selling on in dollar. Gold, let's go to weekly chart. I have cycles here. Gold, I'm looking for a support around this area, around 1900 zone. So I'm not interested in trading gold right now. I will only be looking to buy around this area for a next cycle higher. Okay. Silver, same thing. Silver, it's a very bullish move. It's kind of surprising for me, but this could be where it's topping out. I'll be very worried if it goes above this previous highs. That means silver is looking really, really bullish. But so far, I think I don't expect this previous high to break. Sorry, and then also there's no divergence yet. So silver is going straight up. Okay, so it's a very, very bullish sign. But looking at gold, I think silver should top out soon. TNX, this is Treasury. I do expect a dump. Okay, today it was slightly down. There are multiple gaps here. I expect it to dump very soon. Bonds are going higher. So basically, with market, it should go high. Finding resistance on right where it should 200 SMA blue line, but it should break out soon, and then probably in summer we're going to go down. All right. And let's quickly look at sectors. XLE, I'm still expecting weakness in oil, so this should help XLE to fill this gap here. So that will be my target to buy. XLU, very bullish since I told you guys a couple of days ago to buy in this zone. So it's just keep pumping higher. Today it's trying to close above this daily 50 SMA line. So it's bullish. So very good time to get into XLU still. Healthcare, again, very close to the bottom, now going higher to fill one of these above gaps. XLF, again XLF, if I go to weekly chart, I made this cycle. You can see I made this cycle. So I think on XLF there is significant risk sometime around here to get rid of this. There's significant risk around here. So looking for that, so you can see from here to here, significant risk around May. Okay, sometime in May. So I think this pump is going to eventually fail. All right. So basically it's going to pump here, find some resistance. It's going to be like this, little bit pump and then dump again. This is where you should be looking to buy XLF. Okay, financial still looking for some weakness. Industrial already covered, so I'm going to skip that. XLK is also triple Qs, and communication sector. There's some gap. It's going to behave more like tech sector. XLE, which is real estate, still good time to get in, but again, I think there's going to be another period of risk. You should be looking to buy in May time frame. If you miss this move, I don't think we should be, there's not a lot of upside right now left. Okay, let's quickly look at individual stocks. Tesla's is pretty flat. You can see if I zoom in a bit, there's a lot of resistance on this daily trend line. If I zoom in a bit, you can see this is daily trend line. It tried to break out, but it's still finding resistance. Tomorrow is deliveries numbers, so that might help it to pump. But so far, this is my projection. There's a gap here up. Today also, I'm a bit bothered because it gapped up and never filled this gap. So now there are two gaps. I hope tomorrow we fill this gap. If we gap down and open here, that will be a good time to buy Tesla for a rip high later on. And basically, uh, uh, that's my trade plan for Tesla. And then again, there's a gap here around 183, and we'll see when that gap is filled. Doesn't need to fill right now. Okay. This is another massive gap here. Who knows when that's going to fill? I'm expecting a pump from here till earnings date on Tesla, right? Let's go to Apple. Apple very bullish, almost 1% up. People keep trying to short it. There's divergence on PPO and RSI, but it's going to eventually burn through if it keeps ripping higher. All these gaps are my upside targets to fill. Okay, Amazon also very bullish, looking for this gap to fill. That's my target around 111. Google multiple gaps, I think upside, multiple gaps here. Okay, so I think most of these gaps should fill there. Looking for those. And Meta, let's quickly look at Meta. You can see on Meta there are also a lot of gaps here. Okay, you can see looking for most of these to fill there. That's on Meta. And again, let's quickly look at Netflix. All these gaps here, looking for those to fill. Microsoft, okay, wow, new highs on Microsoft. But again, on divergence, you can see RSI has divergence, PPO has divergence, but still many gaps to fill. Snowflakes, basically a massive gap here, looking for that to fill. Nvidia, people keep shorting Nvidia. It's going to burn through divergence, looks like, towards the top, but there's still until from here till mid of April, I'm still kind of bullish, so it will help move Nvidia and AMD to top direction. All right. Okay, guys, that's it from me today. If you like my video and contents, please hit like and share with your friends and family and subscribe. And thank you, everybody, and have a great rest of the day. And tomorrow we'll talk again on a happy, happy, happy Friday. Bye bye.